Howdy folks, how we doing? Today this is going to be what I call a one-take review, where I take a knife and I go over it, my thoughts on it, in one shot. One take, no cutting, no editing, as I do it is how it goes. So let's get down to it. Today we are looking at the Swiss Army Swisschamp. This is a model with blue translucent scales. I don't think it was available with these. I popped these scales off of a Swiss Army I had. I believe it was a Tinker. I swapped it. This originally had black scales on it, but I like translucent blue better, so I went with that. It's got your standard tweezers, which I did modify just a little bit, get a little more grab out of them. I just where the bends were originally, I just widened those out a little bit. Only thing is now you do have to open them up to use them, but you get a much finer grip with them. So you win some, you lose some. As you notice, there is stuff hanging off it. We have a TEC suspension clip, and on that I have a glow fob ran through a key ring. And when it clips in my pocket, this hangs right on the outside. So on the outside of the pocket, all you see is the glow fob, which makes it nice at night. It lights up, it glows, easy to find if I drop it. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the Swisschamp and what tools are in it. First off, let's start with the back because there's less there. This has the standard corkscrew with the eyeglass screwdriver as well. That sits right inside the corkscrew. Very cool idea. This one does not have the spot for the pin. I will say that. These scales do not. Also on the back, we have a chisel tip. Very simple, very plain, just a flat chisel tip. It works well though. It's had some use to it. On the back is also a finer flathead screwdriver. If you need a finer flathead, it's got this one here. It also has the parcel hook, which as a kid I thought was for a zip line. But pretty much what it's for is if you have, let's say this is a stack of newspapers. This is attached to my tripod, so I can't yank it too far without knocking the tripod over. What you can do is come in, hook it, and it makes it easier to lift. Works well for doing like, the big bulk stacks of 500 papers or whatever. But this also has other uses as well. I figured you could, hang grocery bags off of here. If you're working with paracord, you can use this to grab it and pull it through. I guess you could use it as a crochet hook if you really wanted. We also have the, all reamer scraper doohickey jig, which you could probably also use in a pinch as a needle and thread. Over here we have the two standard screwdrivers. Got your bottle opener, you got your bottle opener, screwdriver, can opener, screwdriver. Nothing special on those two tools. Moving onward, as you can see, it is a big fucking knife. It's got your Phillips head. Normally it's not the T-handle, it's over here. Wasn't a fan of it at first, but because it had value, it was on my uncle's. Started carrying it, and that's growing on me. Also the magnifying glass. I didn't think I'd be using that much, but I actually do use it enough to keep it on there. Going next, we've got the pliers, which they're not Leatherman pliers, they're not Swiss tool pliers, but you know what? They work well enough in a pinch. Also, we have the scissors, standard Swiss Army scissors. We got the fish scaler. We have, let's see, moving on. We got a wood saw in here. Very aggressive toothing as usual. We also have their little diamond file, where it's, the 3-sided file. Backside is, well, I guess you could use it as a file, but you wouldn't want to. Your standard Swiss Army larger blade. And your Swiss Army smaller blade. This is almost what I would call my primary go-to. If I'm running out of the house and I only have time to grab one knife, a lot of times it's this one. Because worst comes to worst, you don't want to kill the guy. You have a knuckle weight. Easy as that, a lot of times if I'm running out of the house and I only have to get one knife, it's usually the Swisschamp, only because it has so many tools in it that if I need to do something, I can do it. Actually, on Christmas Eve, I ended up using the bottle opener because we broke a bottle opener, so it fell to me to do it. So it is what it was. It is what it was. That is definitely not grammatically correct, but I just don't care. But guys, that is it for this one. If you have a chance to pick up a Swisschamp, these go for about $100. I definitely would say pick it up if you need a new Swiss Army or if you're thinking about a new Swiss Army. It's a good knife. It's got a lot of tools in it. It's going to serve you for years. You can always pass it down to your kids. It's a good knife. I definitely like it. I definitely recommend it. A+ for me. That's it for this one, guys. Life's short. Stay sharp.